Tehran streets appeared empty and quiet on Wednesday as Israeli attacks on the Iranian capital continued for the sixth day. According to Associated Press, this also comes after U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli leaders warned residents of Tehran to evacuate the city. An Associated Press journalist observed only a handful of pedestrians, with taxis idling with no passengers in sight. Trump on Monday posted on his social media site an ominous message calling for the immediate evacuation of Tehran while he's in Canada attending the G7 summit. Tehran is one of the largest cities in the Middle East, with around 10 million people, roughly equivalent to Israel's entire population. People have been fleeing since hostilities began. As the U.S. sent warplanes to the Middle East, Trump made a series of statements about the conflict, including warning Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei that the U.S. knows his whereabouts, but that there were no plans to kill him, at least not for now. Meanwhile, intense Israeli airstrikes targeted Iran's capital early Wednesday, a day after U.S. President Donald Trump demanded unconditional surrender. Iran launched a small barrage of missiles at Israel with no reports of casualties. A spokesman for Iran's foreign ministry warned Wednesday that any American intervention in the ongoing Israeli strikes targeting his country would spark an all-out war in the region. The Israel Defense Forces reported that the Air Force struck near Tehran. This message appeared after the appeal to residents of the 18th district of the Iranian capital, where about 400,000 people live, to evacuate. A major fire is raging near Tehran after the strikes of the Israeli Air Force on another oil warehouse near the outskirts of the city, reportedly near the Tadrish area. The opposition Iranian TV channel Iran International reported that a powerful explosion occurred in the east of Tehran. It was the most terrible explosion in the last few days. The light stayed away from him for about 2 minutes, an eyewitness told the TV channel. One of the important targets was an attack on the aerospace complex of the Kharkiv garrison, a facility for the production of ballistic missiles. Recent reports indicate that Israeli airstrikes on the eastern outskirts of Tehran could be aimed at the aerospace complex of the Kharkiv garrison, located southeast of the capital, not far from the village of Garabag. This facility is widely recognized as one of the largest facilities for the production of ballistic missiles in Iran, which is operated by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps.
حاجی تا اینجا گرم شد.
Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz warned residents to evacuate parts of Tehran on Tuesday as Israel's air campaign on Iran's capital appeared to broaden on the fourth day of an intensifying conflict. Residents of Tehran, do not endanger yourselves and do not become hostages in the hands of the dictator who uses you for his survival, Katz said. According to Associated Press on Monday, the defense minister held a situational assessment with Chief of Staff Major General Eyal Zamir and other senior military officials. The conflict between Israel and Iran has wreaked considerable damage in both countries and caused casualties on both sides. Israel says its sweeping assault on Iran's top military leaders, uranium enrichment sites and nuclear scientists, is necessary to prevent its longtime adversary from getting any closer to building an atomic weapon. Iranian ballistic missile attacks on Israel have killed at least 24 people across the country. In Iran, Israeli strikes have killed at least 224 people since Friday. Israeli struck key weapons depots in Iran as well as manufacturing sites around the country. Israel claims it has achieved complete aerial superiority over Tehran. That's after a punishing airstrike campaign that Israel says has destroyed Iran's air defenses and targeted sites across the capital city. Iranian ballistic missile attacks have damaged buildings in and around major Israeli cities, including Tel Aviv. In Haifa, strikes killed 3 and injured dozens Monday. Also hit was the small Arab Israeli city of Tamra, in northern Israel, where a strike killed 4 women from the same family. Israeli strikes have taken out much of the leadership and intelligence officers of Iran's Revolutionary Guard, a paramilitary force operating parallel to the country's armed forces that controls Iran's stock of ballistic missiles.
אני מזהיר את הדיקטטור האיראני מהמשך ביצוע פשעי מלחמה וירי טילים לעבר אזרחי ישראל. כדאי שיזכור מה עלה בגורלו של הדיקטטור במדינה השכנה לאיראן שהלך בדרך הזאת נגד מדינת ישראל. אנחנו נמשיך גם היום לפעול נגד יעדי משטר ויעדים צבאיים בטהרן, כפי שעשינו אתמול מול רשות שידורי התעמולה וההסתה. אני קורא לתושבי טהרן להתפנות מאותם מקומות בהתאם להנחיות דובר צה"ל בפרסית לשם הגנתם. תושבי טהרן, אל תסכנו את עצמכם ואל תהיו בני ערובה בידי הדיקטטור שמשתמש בכם לצורך הישרדותו. ידה ארוכה של ישראל תוסיף להגיע לכל אויב ובכל